Me, Kalhan Kumar Sanyal, son of late Khiroth Chandra Sanyal, and my mother was late Gauri Rani Sanyal. After my Master of Mechanical Engineering in 1972 and doing CSIR Research Fellowship under Professor Dr. Balaram Bose of Jadavpur University Mechanical Engineering Department on the subject of Thom's effect. I came to Cmeri Durgapur to join as a scientist B on 1st of June 1973. Later, I continued there for 31 years and retired from there on 31st January of 2004. After that, I came to settle in Gurugram, where I have been living at the age of about 82 in Gurugram, Haryana, now alone because my wife left for her heavenly abode in 7 February 2014. That means 11 years ago. No, my purpose of this particular YouTube creation is to tell few things about my best part of professional life in Central Mechanical Engineering Research Institute, that is a constituent institute of CSIR, Council of Scientific and Industrial Research, headquartered at New Delhi. They have been having about 40 institutes on different scientific and technical disciplines, and for the mechanical engineering, it is still in Cmeri Durgapur, that was founded in 1958. As I told, I joined there on 1973, 1st of June, and really it's a fantastic environment for me. From my childhood, I really did not know properly what is a scientist to be, what is a Boigyanik to be. But whenever someone was asking in my childhood what you would like to be in your future, I used to tell I want to be a scientist. আমি বৈজ্ঞানিক হতে চাই। And my standard of thinking from the childhood was বৈজ্ঞানিক or scientist means Sir Acharya Jagadish Chandra Bose. I could not become that, but by designation, at least in designation, I was a scientist. I was a scientist of a CSIR institute. Whatever I could do in my humble, simple life, I tried to do. My education was in fluid mechanics and fluid machinery in the higher studies in Master of Mechanical Engineering, MME, in Durgapur University, and I worked mainly in the field of fluid mechanics and fluid machinery in the institute. This institute was such a great and premier type of facilities they were having, they are still having all type of facilities in mechanical engineering. Mechanical engineering means actually applied mechanics, manufacturing, production engineering, workshop technology, management of different types of engineering disciplines, all taken together. Mostly the science of mechanical engineering is applied mechanics. Applied mechanics means mainly what? Applied mechanics, the strength of material, fluid mechanics, vibration and noise control, then I still remember reading the different disciplines, air conditioning and refrigeration, heat power engineering, heat transfer. I was mainly in the fluid mechanics section, doing the fluid mechanics and fluid machinery work. And few things I want to tell, that I was ever inquisitive for the newness. So whenever some new things came in the field of general engineering, I used to think it over. For instance, deep seabed mining. Deep seabed mining means under the sea, in the deep sea, even up to 5 kilometers down, many minerals are available on the sea floor, that is called polymetallic noodle. Polymetallic noodle rich in manganese, magnesium, this type of hard materials. It looks like the potato field lying on the bed of sea floor. How to bring it up and extract the noble materials of the nickel, cobalt, chromium, etc. also available in this particular alloy. How to do that? For almost 3 years, I alone kept such thinking the process in this particular exotic field. Then later in the later years, uh, I was alone working. Then I was never involved any office politics or group group politics of anything, any kind of politics. I was never involved, neither I was interested. I was a simple minded person from my childhood. So what happened? A time came, the powerful lobby of the office, they took up the project under a new director. He was a powerful person, and all new people, those who were not so much friendly to me, they deleted me from the team, although they used my information that I had collected long back on polymetallic nodule and deep seabed mining, and out of that they created a 40-page submission paper for about they received 16 lakhs maybe from Department of Ocean Development, Government of India, and in that particular report, my contribution was at least 14 pages, and there was only one a graphic representation of how to bring up the nodule from the sea bottom. That graphic presentation was also there in a diagram. They submitted it, but they deleted me from the team itself and gave this particular work for development to some other team. They spent 60 lakh to create the pilot plant in our workshop. Our workshop is very spacious. Later, strange it is, they dismantled also in the latter days the entire pilot plant. In the meantime, in between, 60 lakh rupees was earned by my institute for this particular pilot plant. Anyway, so many things happened. I was not in the team. This is one thing. Then I worked in the field of micro-hydroturbine. Micro-hydroturbine means low head microturbine up to the say capacity of 50 HP. I designed it, and my workshop helped me to build up the thing, our workshop. But I was not given the support money to test this particular machine. Although this machine could not be completed in all respect. Even in that stage, it was quite big one. I could not test it because I did not get the funding for testing to take it out from the institute to a proper place and to install and test it. That I could not do. But what I did, I took this particular machine of microhydrotriban to a in the Durgapur in the Durgapur itself to a huge pumping station under Durgapur steel plant. There I put some good amount of water input to the inlet of the machine, and everyone saw, including the director, Professor Dr. S.K. Basu, who was ever very kind to me all along. My father, like a father figure. As long as he was there for 10 years, I was getting all the support. But when he left, the latter people when came, they actually wanted to see, not to live in comfort. Very strange. Anyway, but I could show Dr. S.K. Basu that that machine runs up to certain extent. It was possible to test it because enough water we could not take, but it works. He saw that microhydro turbine. Then I was also interested in solar energy, and I got one portable solar cooker on those days, and that was patented also. That work also given to me, Professor Dr. S.K. Basu, and I could make him satisfied. I cooked some food for him also. So more things that I learned, got chance to being in the Cmeri. That is, I could attend in the time of Dr. S.K. Basu's a decade of stay in Cmeri. I could attend the International Solar Energy Conference in Vigyan Bhavan, International Solar Energy Vigyan Bhavan, New Delhi. I could attend the World Energy Conference where Dr. S.K. Basu was also present. Professor Dr. S.K. Basu, he was also present. So I was in general always very much interested in the field of renewable sources of energy, besides my fluid mechanics and fluid machinery. In the latter years, I became the founder and creator of the Intellectual Property Management Group, IPMG, in Cmeri. Intellectual Property Management Group, that is the patenting system I was looking after for 5 years, and I was generating the information required for inventiveness, for creativity, and for 5 years I was publishing a one-page newsletter, IP Awareness Service, and IP Awareness Service, and I was distributing it among all the scientific departments for their help. And when it was finally compiled, one copy was sent by me to Professor R.A. Mashelkar, our Director General of CSIR, who used to be known as the Mr. Patent of India, and only through him today, even today, India is in a very strong position in patenting after US and China. Anyway, I sent that copy to him, and he wrote. I'm still having that his letter. At the age of 82, I see it with lamenting. It is written there that it is such a product that other institutes should learn from it. Other institutes, he gave me a personal letter, and he was an FRS. Anyway, so many things are there. It is becoming, I'm speaking random. One thing I want to tell, that in our CSIR, Cmeri system, normally people gets the promotion through assessment interview, so 5 years, 6 years, like that. After that, there will be interview, etc., and he will be either promoted, not promoted. I joined as scientist B, and I had to wait for assessment. I had to wait for another 5 years, but I did not have to wait. In 3 years' time, in open interview, I became scientist C, the next promotion. How and why? Because Engineers India Limited, they developed steam jet ejector. For that, they used to work 2 million Deutschmark per year, 2 million Deutschmark. They developed that device and technology through us. In those days means 73, say during 80s, a little before 80s, I worked for them for 3 years, and we earned 3.5 lakh from that project. In those days, in our institute, those who were powerful people, important people in Cmeri scientific community, if they could work for 60,000, 70,000, they were very happy and very boastful. And where I earned through my alone, I was a project leader, 3.5 lakh, worked for 3 years. That's why I got the promotion from scientist B to C. But from C to E1, again, that was true. I got the promotion, but as an assessment after 5 or 6 years. After that, maybe I don't remember when, maybe in 1982 or during, I was scientist E1. I was waiting to be scientist E2, but my bad days started. Came Dr. S.K. Basu also left the institute. New directors came. New office politics started, and I had a bad fate started for me. So what happened when the promotional procedure came after 2 years? Because there were technical reasons they could not arrange. Maybe in 1984, I don't remember exactly. I was not given I was not given the promotion. Before that, I did so much work. I was well known and I was a silent worker. I don't have any group, no officers association, no politics, not going to the bosses for, uh, I mean, what should I say, flattering. That was not my cup of tea. Anyway, I was not given the promotion. This was very strange for me, very sad for me. Then in writing, I gave to that new director of that time that I shall never appear for the same post of scientist E1 to E2 for the second time. I shall never, that is not my habit. I deserve promotion, but I was not given, I was throttled. Actually, I wrote this actually in the paper. I was throttled. My interview was perfectly all right, but I was not given the promotion. Out of their own policy known to them best. Known to them. Anyway, so sadly it is for 21 years. For 21 years I was in the same scale, in the same rank of E1, and I retired from as scientist E1. Several times, according to the administrative law, they asked me to appear, but I said no, nothing doing. I shall not appear for E2. I can, if you arrange, I can go for the next higher grade of F. But that was not to be so for me. So I retired from E1. So what happened? I suffered very badly in promotional procedure. I enjoyed my stay in Cmeri all along. I mostly enjoyed my work in engineering and particularly in the intellectual property management, IPMG, intellectual property management group, as a group head, because I was liking it very much. I was never a negative mentality person, still never. So I enjoyed the work and I tried to help. I retired silently after 21 years. And so what happened, according to the procedure, when you reach the ceiling of the scale, you are given another chance, chance of promotion, but I never accepted that promotional procedure to appear again for the interview. That I did not do. So what happened really, when I retired, strange, very sad, in those days of pay structure, my pension was only 10,000 rupees, only 10,000 rupees. And after that, there was 2 pay commissions. So it improved a lot. Presently, my pension is around 80,000. What I do, my wife is also there, died 11 years ago. What I started, philanthropy. I started philanthropy. I distribute not less than half portion of total pension for philanthropical purpose. In that philanthropical effort, there are total, say, 22 beneficiaries. including Ramakrishna Mission of different places, Ramakrishna Mission of different places. They also receive about 40,000 I distribute every month. This I am doing for last 11 years and I feel very happy, and I'm alone. My daughter she is in a good position in ICR, Indian Council of Agricultural Research, in the administrative branch. Now she is in the rank, she is one of the director in the rank wise in the administration branch, not scientific branch. Her education was in science. He is a science graduate, after that law graduate. And in the entry point, my daughter Raj Tarangini Banerjee, she entered into that service, becoming All India first in the examination that was taken for her entry as a section officer. Now from section officer now has become one of the director rank wise. She looks after me regularly. I am a glaucoma patient. Every night she calls me over phone whether I have given my medicine of glaucoma, otherwise I may become a blind person. I am waiting for my last call for Thakur Sri Ramakrishna. I'm totally in the, what should I say, in the devotional route to Sri Ramakrishna. And genetically I am so. My mother Gauri Rani was the direct disciple of Swami Vijnananandaji Maharaj. And Vijnananandaji Maharaj was the direct disciple of Sri Ramakrishna himself. And that to have that happened when even 2 years before my mother's marriage, on which day, 14 January 1938, when Vijnananandaji Maharaj dedicated the day, Vijnananandaji Maharaj dedicated the main temple of Belur Math to the public. On that particular day, my mother was initiated because Swami Akhilanandaji Maharaj, whose two American disciples mainly contributed for the construction of the main temple, 7.5 lakhs, Annapurna and Bhakti and Annapurna mainly, Swami Akhilanandaji Maharaj. So Vijnanandaji Maharaj could tell, Akhilanandaji Maharaj could tell Vijnanandaji Maharaj to initiate my mother, because Swami Akhilanandaji Maharaj was the maternal uncle of my mother, Gauri Rani. So genetically, I'm engrossed into Ramakrishna. So I'm waiting for that call, final call from the Ramakrishna Lok, and still I know, still I'm in body. Belur Math is the Ramakrishna Lok for me. I do not need anything further, any reward, any nothing, no requirement. Sri Ramakrishna is my all in all. Thakur is my all in all. And I am praying but the entire world in the mantra of Swami Vivekananda, let everyone live. Let everyone live for others. Live for others. Live for others. I am also trying in a humble way to do that. I have been doing that from the childhood. So God bless all the kind listeners or listeners. So I am not at all unhappy. I am totally satisfied. I live in satisfaction because I don't have any free vasana. I don't have any vasana. And I feel very happy by whatever I could do something for the others. I try to do that. I am trying to do that. Whatever I have told in the background, there is no grudge, nothing, no complaint. What will be, what was to be, what was to be. And that happened. God bless everyone. Om Sthapakaya cha dharmasya sarvadharma sarupine अवतार वरिष्ठाय राम कृष्णाय ते नमः यथाग्ने दहिका शक्ति राम कृष्णे स्थिताय च सर्वविद्या स्वरूपां तां शारदां प्रणमम् জয় ঠাকুর জয় ঠাকুর সবার ভালো করো সবার ভালো করো সবার মঙ্গল হোক সবার মঙ্গল হোক সবার মঙ্গল হোক জয় ঠাকুর ওম শ্রীরামকৃষ্ণ পরমস্তু